Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Anime on the Rocks.
You fucking idiot.
Yes!
You had one job. You
Yes!
had one
We're
job.
gonna
and
do
you
it
fucked it up
again!
already. I already did this in the last
JJ,
episode.
Yeah, you did it in the last one.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Anime on the Rocks. I am your guest for tonight, Markeith Black. And right next to me are our co-hosts who usually be announcing, Jack and Peter. Say hello for the people, Jack and Peter.
Hey,
Hello.
what's up? I can't wait to show that in you pointing in this direction, but
Yeah, what
everybody
is
is
the
in this
exact opposite direction? You fucking buffoon.
It's okay though. It's okay. Whatever.
It's really not. You're fired, actually.
Fired.
Wait, you
Wow.
know what? Fine. So you know what we'll do? I'll find a new job. You know what might be? A
What's
devil
that?
hunter.
That's a good segue.
Wow, what an introduction to the topic. Markeith, what are we talking about today?
So today we are talking about Chainsaw Man. Now, for you guys that don't know, I have recently delved, dived into the world of manga.
You're welcome.
All
Okay,
right,
Jack,
JJ, fucking
you want to
butthole,
let go of your
dude.
dick for a minute when you stop
Yeah,
sucking it?
Jesus, God.
I
No one's
rarely get
sucking
to
it,
be
Markeith. We're
proud
literally
of
just
anything.
to be
Anyways,
proud.
yes, Jack, as always, have finally persuaded me into the dark side. And let me tell you guys, I it is so hard keeping spoilers.
Yeah, we might as well
It,
just say
What do you mean
spoilers.
keeping spoil? Yeah, dude, we're not. We're
or
not.
withholding spoilers from
Yeah.
anime watchers now
hmm
because
Now you
so
know.
let's just say so far, like in the time that this has been recorded, I've been reading manga for about 3 weeks now. And in the span of 3 weeks, oh, this might be news to you too, Peter. I have finished and he's
He's
just
not
gonna
even
walk
listening. He
away.
just left.
He's
He
just
just
gonna
left
walk
your ass.
away.
Oh, okay,
Uh,
in the edit, fuck you, Peter. You piece of shit. I fucking.
No, keep
Anyways,
talking.
I
Keep
was saying
talking,
about
bro. Keep
Chainsaw
no,
talking,
Man.
bro.
because I was gonna tell you what I've been reading in my manga journey. So for the past 3 weeks, I have so far caught up with My Hero Academia, caught up with Jujutsu Kaisen,
hmm
finished Demon Slayer,
hmm
and I believe I am currently reading Sakamoto Days.
That's
And
good. I like Sakamoto Days.
and I've caught up with the one that we are talking about today, Chainsaw Man Part 1.
hmm
And
Um, it. You know what's funny is Marquis texted me. He's like, So for the Shonen Jump app, for those of you who don't know, we've talked about it a couple times on the podcast, but it's only $2.99 a month for like all the Shonen titles. So like just buy it because like that's so cheap. But he's like, I reached the 100 chapter mark.
oh, yeah, you know what? Let me talk about that for a minute. So I am currently reading, okay, manga spoilers. This is all manga spoilers at this point. Um so for Demon Slayer mostly. So I am currently like reading Demon Slayer. I am going like balls fucking deep right now into like the Infinity Castle arc, the Ahashira training arc, like going back to back on those motherfuckers, and I'm doing great. I'm doing so well. I finally get past all those, and then now I'm at the final arc. Okay, they have like they done their shit. They fucked over Muzan. Wait, I'm sorry. Hold up. Let me. I'm sorry, Peter. Did you read Demon
Yeah, he
Yeah,
Slayer?
read
I've
it.
read
He
it
read
all.
it. Yeah.
Okay, shit. All right. Well,
You're
good
gonna have to
thing.
place a lot of time codes. I'm sorry, Peter.
Do I? I'm welcome.
But anyways though, so yeah, fucking defeated Muzan, fucked him over, everything else like that. And then I finally get to the part where Tanjiro is like on his Demon King shit. He like chopped off Gyu's arm, he fucked up Zenitsu and fucking um Inosuke. And like he like synced his claws into Nezuko. And so when I'm trying so like I am like fucking eyes are like balled out right now, like what the fuck is going on right now? And then I finally swipe it and like trying to go to the next chapter, and there was that notification. You have reached 100 chapters for today. Go home.
Yeah.
And I'm just like,
That's a thing. I use the Viz Media app. I have never encountered that.
and I'm like I am perplexed, angry. So many emotions were just
Your immersion,
oozing.
God. Your immersion is God too.
Well,
Dude,
I
they literally fucking Netflixed you,
I
bro.
think you could just log in with your same login to on the Shonen Jump at to the Visi Media because that's what I have done. So you could probably
well now I
cheat
know
your way
now,
through that.
but
Yeah.
like but after that I was just like I went on Reddit. I went on like fucking support websites. I went
He
on
went
all
to
that
like
shit.
AAA meetings to
Yeah.
be like, I'm an addict. I want to keep reading.
Like,
Has anyone ever read 100 chapters in a day?
I DM'd the author. Like, I'm just like, yo, what the hell happened? What the hell happened? Like, how? Like, I'm supposed to wait how long just to like get through this shit? Like, I just literally saw Tanjiro fucked up his sister, who was cured, by the way, and you're telling me I gotta wait like 12 hours? And I know, that sounds like some first world fucking problems in the world of anime compared to like Attack on Titan season 1 motherfuckers from the jump. Um,
Nah, fuck
but
those guys too.
like, yeah, man, like that was such a gut punch. But anyway, then I finally after 12 hours I read it and I'm like, oh my god, this is fucking great. But yes, so that is basically like my anime journey, manga journey so far. I'm currently now reading Berserk. Jack gave me one of his books for it. What the fuck? And
First
yeah, man,
page.
and
First
yes,
page.
Akamoto days as well, which was I really fuck with now.
Mhm.
Anyway, now the man of the hour, or should I say the chainsaw man of the hour.
Well, before we get into the
Boom,
Chainsaw Man,
boom.
what is everyone drinking, if anything? I knew
I
you were gonna
have
forget, Markeith. I knew you were freaking gonna
I
forget. I
have I
saw it in
have
your
pink
eyes.
lemonade.
Nice, nice, nice.
Yeah, I'm not drinking alcohol, especially after watching the
Oh yeah, the
playback to
JoJo's.
our drunk video.
keep
I'm
yeah,
like, I'm good. I'm
keep an eye
good.
out for that. Hopefully coming soon is the JoJo drinking game that we did. You get to see us become full degenerates.
Probably already out at this point
Probably already
by
out.
the time I edit this.
But I am drinking Bacardi rum punch, so this ought to be fun. And then Bud Light.
Just drink piss. Go into the bathroom and drink your own
Bud
piss if
Light
you're gonna drink Bud
is
Light.
fine. It's cheap.
You
It's fine.
you literally just said it's
Not everyone
fine.
can be
Like
high class.
you visit the man who literally has a fucking glass, by the way, of Bacardi rum punch.
Bro, I'm
Like
drinking out
It's
of this
very
weird
good.
ass cup, bro. This weird pink cup.
I
It's
got
very good.
I got
Let's go,
Poland Spring.
H2O.
Got Poland Spring and also a little weed on the side. So
It's definitely not Smirnoff.
yeah, definitely not Smirnoff.
But yeah, like what Marquis said, we are talking about Chainsaw Man, especially because part 2 is going to be coming out by
July
2 or 3
13th.
weeks.
It
July
comes out
13th.
July 13th,
So,
Vroom vroom.
which is very soon, like you
yeah.
said. Yeah, it comes out. Yeah, 2 weeks exactly. Not yeah,
Yeah, more or
13
less.
days.
Hmm.
All right, so let me just get this out my way. Let me just get this one straight off the way right now.
Okay.
Makima lovers, why?
If you
Why?
fucking bark, JJ, I'm cutting your face. He's not in the
What?
video anymore. I'm putting a still of just a dog.
Well,
I'm putting a still of a
I like
dog
that Snapchat
Like,
dog
over your
filter.
fucking face.
like, let me tell you right now, man. Like the first 2 pages of introducing Makima, I already knew from the jump she was gonna be toxic. And then we getting
Listen,
like 10, 20 chapters in, and I'm like, wait a minute. Not only is she toxic, nah, she's actually somewhat evil. What the fuck is going on right now? And
You
the top
assumed she was evil that early on in the.
well, I forgot what was the first thing that she did that like really caught my eye.
give him a hug. Yeah, human affection is disgusting. I agree.
Nah, it was like what's
Manipulated a man. You're right. Women always use their bodies to manipulate men. You are right. She is evil.
We're not political in this fucking.
Yo, fellas, let's talk about Roe
Yeah,
v.
let's
Wade.
talk about Roe v. Wade.
Fuck this
That's what
shit.
everyone else
Fuck
wants
this.
to talk about.
Why not talk about like gun rights and stuff?
Look here, the only
devil.
gun rights we're gonna talk about is the gun devil rights and
Mhm.
his rights to fucking obliterate a shit ton of people,
Mm.
like in mere seconds. But with speaking of which, like, okay, that was kind of like the first parts where I was like not solidified her evilness was
Mhm.
like, she out because Denji finally touched the boob, like kudos to that dude, 16-year-old boy. 16-year-old boy. I just want all y'all to remember that for like the next things we're going to talk about.
This is
16,
Japan. This is Japan.
16-year-old. Like the fucking Pinkett Smith, like Alson, whatever that dude's guy name is. But anyway, this man Denji went through so much fucking abuse from Makima. Like he would think it to himself, I'll have a purpose now. I touch Power's boob and I just feel like kind of worthless. I just want to have another dream now. And he's like, "Oh, well, you only knew Power for this amount of time. You gotta like get to know them. You gotta be friends with them. You gotta really analyze the feel and the grope and the taste of it. And then you gotta bite their finger too to kind of give them that stimulus sensation. And then getting my boy's hopes up like sky fucking high, and then just blue ball him and be like, "Hey Denji, I need you to kill the gun devil for me." I'm like, "You toxic bitch." Like,
Women, dude, I'm telling you, bro.
I was more going it towards Makima's way and solely just Makima's
I mean,
way,
she's
but
not even really a woman. She's technically like a devil. So
a control devil. Like,
yeah, that was my favorite. One of my favorite moments in the entire series is when she's like, or I forget if it's her specifically or someone else, but it's like, you remember the Nazis? And then they're like, no, what are the Nazis? And it's like, huh? What? Like
but
That
that
was
was
such a good scene. Like that whole like,
yeah,
do you even know these words? And everyone's like, and the guy, I forget the character's name, but he's like,
yeah,
shit, you're right. I don't know what the fuck that is.
yeah,
I
yeah.
will say, um, definitely watching the anime has got. I mean, reading the manga has
Mhm.
got me hyped for the said anime. That when is it coming out?
This
October
year.
apparently.
That's what's
October.
wild. We haven't heard anything about the show.
Yeah, Black
Like,
Clover's coming out, and like a whole bunch of shit is coming out October, including the like Bleach is coming out. Like everything's coming out in October.
oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, but because ever since reading the manga, I've just been like constantly just watching that one trailer over and over again,
Yeah,
just
I
trying
know
to
how.
figure out
Yeah.
what I can like figure out and shit. And like, I'm just looking at all these people, I'm just like, uh,
Yeah,
uh,
especially what's his face.
Aki,
Yeah.
bro, man,
uh,
like,
R.I.P. Yeah, that's the thing. Like I always explain for whoever wants to get into Chainsaw Man. I'm like, imagine like Demon Slayer, but like End of Ava. Like that's essentially what Chainsaw Man is. It's just like uh basic killing demon stuff, but with like the existential crisis of End of Ava.
mhm,
Like that. Like I remember reading that ending. I'm like, what the fuck? And like honestly, the manga could just end at part one. Like I felt like satisfied by it. I'm glad we're getting a part two. Don't get me wrong, but like that's what's so great about Chainsaw Man. It's like every arc or so feels very conclusive. I don't know how many parts of Chainsaw Man there will be. We're gonna get part two now. Maybe part three will be the final one. I don't know, but yeah, no, Chainsaw Man's storytelling and pacing is just fantastic because it's also got the like Attack on Titan thing going for it, where you're always asking questions, and that's what keeps you reading. It's like, well, what's this? What's this? What's
right.
happening here? What the fuck? Um, and yeah, it's really good. What are your favorite devils? My personal favorite is the Darkness Devil. That shit is actually horrifying.
Yeah, no, that motherfucker is
With the
like
fucking
horrifying.
astronauts with the I'm like, god
Mhm.
damn. And I'm like, why the fuck astronauts? And I thought space darkness, that's fucking why. Oh, like it didn't catch on to me because all the devils for those uninitiated, all the devils are specifically about fear. So like one of the first devils is like a tomato devil, right, or something like that. So
Yeah.
people who fear tomatoes, a devil is created out of that. And they have all sorts of other categories, but like, yeah, the darkness devil fucks me up every single time. Like I saw a fan animation of that, and that shit, I saw that late at night, and it took me a minute. It
Dude,
took me a minute.
the ghost devil scene is just as creepy, bro. That
That's
ghost
Oh
the one
devil
with the
yeah.
thing.
multiple arms and shit, right? Like the lady.
Yeah, bro, she nasty.
Yeah, I've never seen this intense of a fandom for just a manga alone. You know what I mean? Like usually, like you wait after the anime and then it blows up, but like Chainsaw Man's been blowing up since the manga, pretty much. Um, like especially this fan animations. Like look up some of those online. Like I'm like, God damn, this looks fucking great.
I would say some of my favorite devils from it are definitely like first start like the chainsaw devil like in his like pure form. Like that is just it just looks like a fucking berserker.
Hmm.
Like, just like no with guts.
All right,
But
right.
but yeah, like a fucking berserker and just like a fucking wild ass killing machine.
Hmm.
And I think second to that will also probably have to be the Gun Devil because that one was just to me was terrifying. I think more so because I also saw a fan animation of when I think Makima was being hunted down by the Gun Devil, and
Hmm.
then like they did like the whole panels. So what they did for like all the names, it's just kind of like the person he like did like a singular person's name on it, and they kept like cutting to each one's, but then like it just started like moving like as if you was like flipping through like books
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then like this had like a eerie ass Robert Eggers influence type score in the background with like the people just like wailing or screaming, and I'm just like, God fucking
Yeah.
damn.
It's surprisingly Chainsaw Man. Like Demon Slayer is about demons, right? But you're never like really afraid of one of the demons. Like they don't look creepy. Well, for fuck's sakes, the main one looks like Michael Jackson. But like these actual devils and their designs are legitimately haunting, and I can't wait to see that payoff animated. Like
I'm just so fucking mad I gotta see the Darkness one. Probably like like second season or
yeah,
so.
because usually with a singular season, 25 episodes, it's about
It's
50
50.
chapters.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
after 50 is like what? Like the Bomb Devil want to say? Like somewhere around the Bomb Devil?
I think so. Is she later on? I'm trying to remember.
She's
I
actually pretty early on though.
yeah, not or
Right, with
actually
the swimming pool shit. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, because if I'm well, when does I think it's more so when what's her face dies, the Ghost Devil woman,
Oh, yeah.
Hijimo, or I think it was somewhere around that. How oh, you kind of cut out for me. I didn't hear
Oh,
what you
sorry.
said.
No, I
Um,
didn't say anything.
oh, okay. But yeah, I think it was like around that time when like the ambush happens and they're interrupted by the Snake Girl and the
Hmm.
Katana Man. I think that's somewhere around there.
Yeah, yeah.
But
What about
like
you, Peter? Do you have? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
but yeah, now I'm just kind of mad that like second season we just have to wait for fucking every like for it to
Mhm.
be like really really good.
Especially because Mappa is also doing Vinland Saga season 2. That's coming out
Yeah.
next year.
Mappa is doing everything under the fucking
Everything.
sun,
Like, give it a
dude.
Cloverworks. Give something to someone. Give it to Wit or some shit. Like, Jesus Christ.
Yo, Wit
Take a
doesn't want
break.
to do. Wit doesn't want to fucking do
That's true. That's true. But
this shit anymore. They're done. They're done. They had
yeah,
Attack on Titan. They're done.
yeah. But Peter, what are some of your favorite devils or moments?
My first devil that I really like is the Future Devil. I think
Mm,
it's
Yeah.
that's a good
so
one.
funny. I think it's so funny that is like the only reason he joins I is like, dude, your future, that shit is
Yeah.
that shit is heck W, bro. And then like it, I mean, it is kind of funny his fate. I'm not gonna spoil. I mean, I don't know how much you want to spoil. For me, I think that's like such like a big moment.
It's a
What
great
happens
moment,
to
yeah.
him? What happens to him and all that? I don't
Well,
know
he
if you
just
already
tells him
spoiled it.
straight out like what's gonna happen. And he's like, all right, fuck it, I guess. um,
Yeah, I like him. I like that devil. I don't know if it's a him or her.
mhm.
And same thing with you. I like the character designs are insane. Like from Fire Punch to his one shots, this dude does not fucking miss.
His one
With
shots are
how
fantastic.
like
That's
how
another one
good
you should read
his
on.
you should read all his one shots that he's come out with. They're
Yeah.
fantastic. Um,
There's Goodbye. Um, I can't pronounce it.
Goodbye,
Something with
Airy,
the
something like
E.
that.
Ichi, whatever. I don't know.
That's one of his. I seen it on like my recommended.
Yeah, and then there was the other one about the manga artist. I can't remember the name of it though. But that one's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I also like it's so because me and Markeith watched the same video. Um because Demon Slayer is like really good shonen. But like Chainsaw Man is also really good shonen, but it's like changing. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like it's trying to push for something different. Um and what I find the most interesting is the characters, especially the character Denji,
Hmm.
because he's like so easy to manipulate. Because think about it, like he grew up really, really fucking poor, where all he wants is like jelly on toast, right? That's like his goal. And then after he gets that, his next goal is to touch a boob. And then like once he starts meeting these goals, he's like, what's next in life and stuff like that. And like just seeing him process as a character, because first off, he just seems like a horny shonen protagonist, but then he like develops and becomes something way, way more. And I like that he's kind of dumb, but he's not like Goku dumb. You know what I mean? Like
Like
he's just
I
naive
mean,
because he's
he's kind
never
of. I mean,
experienced the world.
he's
he's
kind of
also like,
dumb.
well, yeah, but like kind of
Nowhere
like
near
going.
Goku dumb though. Goku dumb is like on a different level.
I think like kind of going off of what Jack said though, in terms of like Denji's character progress, like he's well, obviously, mind you, like he is like a 16-year-old boy, so like he doesn't really like have like any what's it called? Like he's kind of like slowly,
Experience.
yeah, no experience. He's like slowly like maturing. So that's kind of like his way of like slowly maturing, realizing because you kind of like if you kind of like compare like him like in chapter 1 or 2 or like in the early chapters where like people are dying, it's like, and man, I still want to touch a boob and shit. Like to the
Mhm.
later chapters where it's like, whenever like for example when he was with Makima and like in the later on he's like, oh, we're gonna do this to power. And he's like, wait, what? Like, like
Mhm. Mhm.
his whole emotions like just kind of like switched and shit. Like having to like take or deal with Aki, like that had like fucked with him.
Mhm.
um yeah, like so like he's just slowly and even whatever I forgot what he's doing now after like what he's doing in part 2, but
He's
uh
in school and he's the superhero chainsaw.
Yeah, and he's also taking care of like basically the reincarnation of Maki.
mhm. So yeah, so basically like I said, yeah, so he's just slowly but surely maturing, and he's probably still gonna have like the characteristics of a 16-year-old, like the basic traits and shit, but like still though he's like slowly but surely gonna be like a better person, or I mean he's already a good guy, like, but yeah.
Yeah. No, yeah, I just feel like he like definitely evolves and um yeah, I don't know. He's just a really good character. Unfortunately he does get puked on, which is gross, but yeah.
By a fucking yeah, you'll got, oh my god, I think that one's gonna be in the season 1.
I think so. That happens pretty early on.
Oh god, I don't want.
Yeah, you get to see that animated. Have fun with that.
Bro, I know in Mappa though, like they're gonna fucking do that shit in 4K,
They're
8K
gonna
quality.
make that shit look like the Mona Lisa.
Like if the Mona Lisa was like into never mind. Our sense of mind.
You can fetishes.
It's like, yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
It's like, but anyways, though, like I did want to talk about that one scene though with the Darkness Devil,
Mhm.
because I think for me that scene was kind of like where for me kind of like solidified the point where you were mentioning like this is Demon Slayer meets End of Ava,
Yeah.
because I remember that whole process of meeting the Darkness Devil, the Doll Devil as well and shit,
Mhm.
the Grant, like the German Santa Claus, and like that whole backstory with like, oh, that's what I still kind of confused about too. Whereas like
Mhm.
that so fuck, the daughter was the actual Santa Claus, or like was he the German guy still Santa Claus, or like
It's been so long since I read it. I was planning on rereading it, but then I got caught up in Black Clover and
uh
started reading Dan to Dan, so I don't really remember specifics.
Yeah, because all I remember was like they made a deal with the Darkness Devil. It was like if you take my heart or no, take the heart of something of my kids or whatnot, and in return, kill Makima for me. And I'm just so perplexed, like in terms of like that string of events. I think, for example, though, was the Doll Devil still there? Like, do we get to see the or was the Doll Devil the Darkness Devil or some shit like
I
No, the
Yeah.
doll devil is just the doll devil.
okay.
Yeah.
I'm looking at her right now. It's like no one knows who she is at the end of the day.
Mhm.
She
Maybe she'll
could
come
very,
back.
she could very well, she could very well not even be the original host, because apparently it's whoever fucking is touched
Mhm.
by the doll devil becomes Santa Claus. So it doesn't really matter
Yeah.
Okay.
who it is. It's essentially because
Still
it,
creepy as shit.
yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. But even so with I think in terms of they were mentioning, and I kind of hope we kind of see more of this in part two. They're mentioning primal fears and how they're the ones that kind of like have like the most power because they are like primal fears. So I'm just curious as to like
Mhm.
what what devils that would be. So it's like, obviously we saw one of them was being a darkness devil. So like what are your
Yeah.
thoughts on like what devils we might see in part two that are like
Mhm.
similar to the primal fears?
I mean, yeah, there's so many different kinds of fears you can take it. Like the fear of like rejection. We haven't seen a devil.
Yeah, right.
Like it's because it's not just
We
because like
haven't Yeah, go ahead.
when
Sorry.
you like reading up on the different types of names for devils, like there's a grape devil. Like it's all
Mhm.
these things. There could be a holes devil, the people who are afraid of holes.
Mhm.
People who are we didn't have we seen a water devil? I don't think we've seen a water devil.
No.
Like
I'd be
Oh,
interested to see in like bed devil or like a closet devil. Like kid shit, you know what I mean? Like you're always in fear of like what's behind your closet or what's underneath your bed. Like that'd be interesting.
yeah. And aren't there like in hell there's like seven deadly fucking
yeah, seven
Mhm.
deadly.
devils?
Oh,
Did like
Are they based on the seven deadly sins?
I don't know
I
because
can't
one of them
remember.
was the darkness devil. I don't remember what it was. Like they went to hell and they were like, "This is where the crazy devils are from," or like the
Yeah.
craziest of crazy.
Mhm. You thought
Um,
the darkness devil was crazy. Wait until.
yeah, for real. Wait until you
Yeah.
see this shit.
Now,
And
the mangaka for this is a genius, but I will never forget. There's apparently a video, and it's about a year or two ago. Peter, please put this up in the video. Of the author trying to levitate. I don't know why I wanted to insert that in, but I
I
just wanted to
want to
insert
see
that
that
in.
so bad. You got to
Have
send
you
that to
seen
me,
it?
dude.
It's I
No.
will send that to you. It's literally just him trying to concentrate. It's like on a webcam, and then he's just like he just jumps and falls back down, and the video ends. It's so dumb, but I love it.
Oh,
God,
I
that
kind
guy's a weirdo, bro.
I
Holy
mean, he made
shit.
the darkness and Ghost Devil. He's got to be at least a little weird. Um,
Well, I saw one. So I'm looking at some of the primal fears of like,
Mhm.
you know, so one kind of got me interested, and that one might be fucking crazy. An extinction devil,
Ooh, that one could be good.
Yeah,
like,
I mean the thing is though, like how many of these devils have been killed to
Right.
erase the idea of being afraid of something? So
Right.
I kind of want to see a backstory to like how the dude fucked up the Nazi devil, like,
Right. Right. Yeah.
well, didn't
Is it just
Chainsaw
like?
Man kill him?
yeah,
Is it just
Chainsaw Man ate
like
him. So like,
Mega Hitler?
yeah, like I just want to see like the Chainsaw Man fuck up the Nazi devil. So like, is it like yeah? Is it just like some motherfucker like Hitler? Is it Hitler? Like, is
Right.
it
Yeah. Yeah.
like the
Also,
AIDS devil? Like, who the fuck would that
the
be? Like,
AIDS devil, the coronavirus devil. Holy shit.
Yo, the
fucking
can have all the
Donald Trump
conservatives
devil.
have like a yeah. I was gonna say like have all the
The conservative.
conservatives,
It's just
the
Tucker
conservative
Carlson.
devil, the liberal devil.
Devil.
It's just really gay.
The
Then you
The
have a
racist
news
gay
devil.
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 That would be a perfect one, like the news devil, like media devil. That'd be actually kind of dope.
That could play really
There's
well.
there's
Just
so
Logan
many
Roy.
places you can go.
Like
Yeah.
the alone devil. Like there's so many things of because it can be because of how vague it all seems.
Cause
Like there's
yeah,
specifics and then there's like vague.
yeah. I don't remember them being like. I don't think we've gotten to like emotional devils. You know what I mean? Like a depression devil would be like probably more powerful than a fucking gun devil
Like
or
there's
something
the
like
Didn't
that.
we get like a anger devil?
I'll look
Uh,
right now, but like
I
because
don't
I'm
remember.
on the wiki right now, just looking through.
Oh, okay.
Um, but like there's, I mean, control isn't really a thing. It's
Right. It's more of a.
and eternity is the same
Well,
thing.
it's
Like
kind of
Mhm,
like
future,
mhm.
it's kind of like the similar to like like fear of losing or fear of being in control or fear of like someone controlling you or some shit like that.
violence is a devil.
Oh yeah, we have a
Oh.
violence devil,
Oh
which
yeah, I guess so.
surprisingly enough wasn't, or actually no, he was nerfed. Like
Yeah.
but even so, like he wasn't like no match for the darkness devil, which is like you can't be surprised with the violence devil.
Mhm.
Like it would be kind of be a little more OP-ish.
Yeah, which one was the devil with the sword on his head? That design is dope as fuck. I love that design.
The katana
Yeah,
devil.
that shit is dope. I saw an animation of that on YouTube. Um, but there's also a major one that we kind of forgot about, or not a devil, but like an event, but like power just fucking getting demolished. Like out of like
Dude,
I was
yeah,
for
man.
sure. I was for sure. I'm like, there's no way she's like actually dead, and I guess she's technically not. But like when I first saw that panel, I was like, yo, what? Because like a lot of times, like I've been reading Black Clover, and like it'll seem like a character's dead, and then but like in the back of your head, like they're definitely coming back, right? But like with her, I was like, oh shit, and like I thought,
Yeah.
and then Maki just laughs at the end, like that felt like a fucking gut punch.
Yeah, nah, that
I hate that.
was
I hate her so much. I hate that bitch, dude.
No, I do too. I meme about it, but
yeah, you
I
say
mean,
that now, but
she's
I'm not
fine as
sure.
fuck. She's the finest out of all of them for sure. But like, no, she's fucking, she crazy.
I'm more of a power person myself,
Yeah,
but
of course you are.
I'm a man.
sorry, I don't want a
Honestly,
woman to fucking
Bomb
control
Devil,
me.
Bomb Devil.
She's all right. She's all right.
Nah, she's
I like
good.
her.
She good. She good. I like the what's the Halloween one or the one where it's like her half her brains are
Oh,
like that.
that was
That one's
fucking
funny.
hilarious.
Yeah, yeah,
It's- Actually,
yeah.
isn't that what happened to the chick? She got fucking brain dead, or like she got brain dead the same as Halloween.
Yeah, something like that. I know. I don't know if she's the
Oh yeah, the
Halloween devil
darkness chick.
or she's just like, but like I don't remember. But
Well, it will be surprising because that's kind of low key a OP power for the Halloween devil to like
right,
go
yeah,
inside your head and like have you read fucking 646,477 books about Halloween,
hmm,
like that just all say Halloween and but like forces you to read it. So now all you can think about is Halloween,
yeah,
Halloween,
yeah,
Halloween. Like the fuck?
yeah. But
there's so many different kinds of devils you can think of, bro, and I'm really
Mhm.
excited to see where he
I,
goes with
I
this.
yeah, I'm definitely excited too. Um, and honestly, I'm not even in fear that he's gonna like a lot of people are like, oh, it's probably not gonna be as good as part one. I'm like, I don't know. I think this guy, he's something special, because I haven't finished Fire Punch, but like from what I've read of it, it's really good. It's sorry, excuse me. It's very unfortunate that it got
Like,
canceled.
getting to you.
Maybe,
Wait,
maybe,
what got
maybe.
canceled?
Fire Punch.
Oh, it got canceled. It never
Yeah,
ended.
so he had to rush it. Yeah, the ending, from what I've heard, is pretty rushed. It's like Siren, if you've ever read Siren. It's like, oh, it's going somewhere, but it's about to be canceled, so we have to rush the ending. Um,
Damn.
but yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel overall like out of all the Shonen Jump stuff, like I feel like out of the new ones, like it's like S tier. Like I've enough time has passed for me to think like this is nearly a perfect manga in my eyes. There's not a ton of criticisms I have of it. Um, but like, yeah, it's nearly perfect for a Shonen Jump title. Like, it's it's pretty revolutionary, honestly. Um, and it's going to be hold up as a classic. Now we'll see what the anime brings, but I have faith in Mappa at least. Um, but yeah, no, I'm just genuinely excited for more people to get into Chainsaw Man. And maybe Shonen Jump will feel the ramifications of that, or like maybe we'll get more titles like that. Because right now the new titles are kind of meh. Like there's one called Alien Ares or something like that, and that one's alright. And then Rooney Devil or Rooney Dragon, and it's like, yo, find some Chainsaw Mans. Like, what's happening to Shonen Jump? Like,
Oh,
they're
not
so
everyone.
picky with their titles and shit, and at the same time they're like, oh yeah, just a girl who has like dragon horns, and I'm like, this isn't interesting in the slightest. I'm not. This is stupid.
Well, sometimes you just have to play it safe. Like, you can't
Mhm.
risk all of them trying to be like Chainsaw Man and then like they all fail and flop.
That's a
So,
good point. That's a good point.
they got to be they're just testing. They're sticking with their basic formula, and sometimes if they want to go like Chainsaw Man crazy, they're like, okay, we'll just
Mhm.
let some sprinkle some around.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I get it. We're not fans of it, but I get it. Just play it safe to the general audience who can't think
Hmm.
like big brain.
Right.
Um, s- one another thing I wanted to talk about was kind of like how the power scaling in Chainsaw Man is very unique in a sense
Hmm.
because I think one thing that I found interesting about how you would power the devils or so it's like you're kind of like it's not I guess you say all up to you in a sense like you kind of like do with what you have based on like because it's not like you can control the fear of it. It's more so like the world is like how they like view you. Like if they fear you a
Yeah.
lot, then it's like okay, then that's how you're starting to become more powerful
Hmm.
based off of the fear of them. So like if you're like a fucking fruit fly devil or so, then
Hmm.
like tough shit. You're a fruit fly. Like
Right.
like motherfucker, you're gonna get squashed.
Yeah.
Like compared to someone like what was that one devil that like had them all stuck in the room? The Infinity Devil?
The Hell Devil.
Hell Devil. Yep.
Wait,
Was it the Hell
no, no, no.
Devil?
No, it was the one where they were like stuck in the room.
Was that the
They were
Door Devil? No.
but yeah, they had them stuck and then they were there for like 3 days or so. And then when they started getting fear of being like in that room, he started becoming a little bit stronger.
Hmm.
Um I, I want to say it's the Infinity no, but I feel like Infinity Devil would be a little more stronger than that.
Right.
A claustrophobic devil something maybe I don't know
I don't know.
but yeah nah I think the
Eternity
only
Devil.
oh
Eternity Devil. Yeah.
oh okay okay what's it called the I think the only exception I think it was for them was probably Power and Denji because they were training.
Mhm.
Um, and like they kind of got a little better. I think that was like the only like I guess leeway to the power system, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Uh,
I also want to say compliment like the art is fantastic. Like it's very good. It's like rough, but like okay, I'm not an artist major or whatever the hell, but like it's like rough around the edges a little bit, but like some of the scenes are beautiful. Like when they get out the door and land in hell and it's like a field full of flowers, like that's legitimately like gorgeous and stuff like that. And the character designs are especially very, very good. Like, with Jujutsu Kaisen, like me and Peter have kind of talked about like um with character designs, they're basically wearing a school uniform, so not much is there to work with, but like the artist or the mangaka for this like managed to make like a suit and tie unique to every single character, like with Power and with Denji and stuff like that. And Aki, like you could just tell by their like how they wear their work uniform, like what their character is, kind of. Um, yeah, like I don't know. I think this art is really good. It's definitely. I mean, I'm overhyping it a little bit. It's not the best I've ever seen, but like, it's good for like the subject material. For a title called Chainsaw Man, it's the perfect like art that I would imagine that would coincide with like a little rough around the edges. Um, you know, but I don't know. That's just me.
I really do like Aki's character design though.
Hmm.
Like the way like it kind of like going off what you said, like how they wear it.
Hmm.
Denji is kind of like dresses like a kid or so in a sense, like actually like rolls up the sleeves a bit.
Yeah, loose tie. Yeah.
Loose tie. Aki is a little more formal. He has like the katana, and I believe he wears the gloves too. Like he looks fucking like badass. Um, what's it called? Power. If I remember correctly, just like the skirt and shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or yeah, and yeah, If I remember correctly, yeah, Makima is also like I want to say like
Maki's like proper like business attire kind
hmm
of.
yeah, Hijimo is also as you meant like was like hers was loose too a bit.
Mhm.
So yeah, like they all had like the way how they wore their suit, what kind of like told what their character was.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, I mean, I think overall, Chainsaw Man is really, really great manga. I cannot wait for it to become an anime. Um, I mean, yeah, if any of you have any closing thoughts about Chainsaw Man, so that maybe we could briefly touch on the Rolling Stones thing. Um, but yeah, overall, like Chainsaw Man is fucking dope as hell. I love Chainsaw Man. It's honestly like one of my favorite Shonen Jump things I've ever read. Like I just remember binging through it. I even remember Peter, like right after I finished it or something like that. It took you like 2 days. You're like, yeah, dude, I'm almost done. And I'm like, holy shit. Cause
I read it in like a day, I think.
I think
yeah.
that was me too, if I'm not mistaken.
I
Like
mean, it's
Hmm.
short. It's pretty short.
It's
It's
short.
only
It's only 99 chapters.
96, 96.
96, yeah.
oh, 97.
Whatever, something like that. It's not 100
Yeah.
at all. It's good. I think it's like you said, it's one of like the best things at a Shonen Jump right now,
Mhm.
hmm
and dude, it's gonna do fucking gangbusters in the anime, dude.
Yeah. It's already
I
making
don't.
gangbusters in the
Mhm.
manga stuff, like on Amazon and shit. That shit is like almost sold out all the fucking time.
Well, yeah,
Like the
when you hear
physical
on Reddit
copies.
and like when you hear on Reddit on YouTube every fucking day that this is the greatest fucking manga ever made, like yeah, you're gonna pick it up,
Yeah,
especially if
yeah.
it's like so accessible.
I don't know about the
Hmm.
greatest of all time yet, but like,
I
Yeah.
mean, it's pretty fucking
no, don't
good.
It's
get me
pretty
wrong,
fucking
it's
good.
pretty fucking good. But like
I think I rated it like a
Full Metal's
9.
still up there.
No, Full Metal is definitely on top of it. No, yeah, no,
I
that's not
think
even a
JJ's
question.
right. This is one of those mangas where it's like it's really hard to criticize. Like the criticisms you'll have for this is probably very nitpicky, and very
Yeah.
subjective and
Oh
not
no,
really an
you
objective
just want to
thing.
be that guy or
Yeah, I
girl
mean, you could
or
have
opponent.
issues with it. Like, I mean, this is just my issue with manga in general, based on how I read, is like the pacing
Color.
just feels. Nah, I don't give a shit about color.
Yeah, I
I
rated
don't
it at
see
9.
color. I don't see color, Markeith. Okay. Uh, um, but
I mean, I
the
guess you could say there's not a ton of shading. A lot of the panels sometimes are just the character and white backgrounds. But I mean, that's like every manga ever. Like, are you gonna criticize every manga ever? Like, that's
If you
dumb.
want to be that guy, girl, or whatever, them, yeah.
Well,
I
I'm
mean
not
the
that.
the lighting and the shading in it is actually pretty good.
Yeah, there wasn't too much shade on Aki though. I need him to glisten a little more.
Yeah, 0 out of 10. You're right, actually.
But yeah, like for me, like if there's anything to criticize, it's for all of manga. Like the pacing and everything feels off, but that could just be because I read fast, so it
Right,
makes
because
me.
you read it all at one. Like, I'm kind of wondering because I read it all at one as well. So like this part two, we're gonna actually be reading week to week, or at least I will. Um, about what comes next, and I'm interested to see that kind of because I read it when it was all finished, all done,
Yeah.
and I think, I mean, all of you obviously have done the same, so it's going to be interesting to read it week by week.
Yeah.
Or if he comes out week by week, he might do like a kaiju number 8 and do it every other 2 weeks or
Might
something
do
like
it
that.
14 days, or
I
he
will.
might do a
I
One
Yeah.
Punch
can't
Man
wait.
where it's
I
only
can't wait.
released like once a fucking month or
Yeah.
something.
I mean, to be fair, One Punch Man's art is really fucking good.
Yeah, it's
And
true
like
though.
each chapter is like 40 or 50 pages long.
That's
And who
true.
knows? They could do that long. They could do that
They
long of
could. I'd
chapters.
be fine with it. Give him as much time as he wants.
Um, but yeah, Markeith. Overall, what do you think? What are you thinking?
I just can't wait for the anime, bro. I just can't wait for the anime. Like it is, like I said before, it is a really good anime. I really fuck with it. I mean, a really good manga. I fuck with it. So I'm just like, I just can't wait for the anime just to be like blow everyone out the fucking water. Like my friend told me like I'm trying to get one of my other friends to like finally read manga. Like yo, just read Chainsaw Man, Chainsaw Man. Like, nah, man, I think I'll probably read it. I'll read like
Yeah,
part
I'll read
two.
Naruto. It's like, don't read Naruto.
No, he's
Like,
like,
read
I'll
Chainsaw
read
Man.
part two when they air all of part one. I was like, nigga, like part one is gonna be finished in like 5 years or so. Like,
Yeah.
So JJ, you mentioned a little bit earlier about this top 50 list to kind of go on to something else. So what's your thoughts on the number one movie,
No,
JJ?
it's not number one. It's actually not.
JJ, what are
It's
your thoughts on the
it's
number
like
one movie on the list?
it's like you could.
Markeith, what are your thoughts?
all right.
Let's
So
see.
before
Raging
we talk about,
Racist versus
Oh,
Lover
shut
of
up.
Black Panther.
First off, I should say this Friday the video will be coming out, and you can see my reaction, my live reaction, uh, going into it. But yeah, Markeith, go off.
okay, so and for where you guys don't know what we're talking about, Rolling Stone this week released, or this day actually, of when the podcast recorded, they released an article of the top 50 superhero movies of all time. I want y'all to remember those words. Top 50 superhero movies of all time. All time. When cinema was created, when superheroes were created, all
Citizen
time.
Kane, Gone with the Wind, all of those.
So anyway, so in Rolling Stone, they got like a bunch of their writers, like movie critics, to like finally do the list, and y'all could just kept that to yourselves. You could just kept
Wait, I just
that.
noticed this. Why is Scott Pilgrim on this list?
Right. So what I said in the video, right? I said like I said, okay, this is great superhero movies of all time, right? So I said specifically in the video, I was like, do they mean like specifically like comic movies? Like it just has to be based off a comic? Are they specifically narrowing down to superhero movies? That's why this list is so inconsistent because Scott Pilgrim is on there. I'm like, I
What's
would
the Old Guard? Is that a fucking
exactly.
superhero?
It's a fucking
What the fuck?
Netflix with Charlize Theron in it, and like I don't even remember the discourse about it, whether it was good or bad. Like it like came out in like the last year. It's in your top 50. Are you fucking high?
So
Like,
like spoiler. I mean, no spoiler alert, but like just if you're wondering what number one was, it was Black Panther. Now, before I say anything, don't use me for your black bait for this shit. Okay, so like, all right, because I'm just gonna keep it a buck with you. I like Black Panther. I like what it will. I like how it's a representation for the culture, and like I like how like it showed us how it was like one of the black superhero film to reach 1 billion sales. I liked how like people were the culture behind it, like the mem what the fuck am I looking for? The legacy that kind of like left, and what it did for us and everything.
right.
But it is not the best superhero movie of all time.
It's
Like,
not above fucking The Dark Knight. Are you high? Are
okay,
you
I'm gonna need y'all to
serious?
tone your voice right now. It's kind of get a little too racy.
It's
Now,
not
let's.
getting racy. I'm just saying,
Yeah, JJ, I'm gonna be honest. I kind of hear the racism coming out of your
shut
voice right
up.
now.
You can't say anything, white boy. Anyways,
I'm Dominican, you motherfucker.
shut the fuck. White
Call
passing.
me,
It counts.
call me fucking white boy.
You fucking white passing son of a bitch.
I'll get my people.
Fucking
On me. Shut the
Hassan
fuck up.
Piker, son of a bitch. Okay.
Do I look like Hassan Piker?
Wow,
Do I look like Hassan Piker?
wow. This is getting into we didn't ask for this.
You
type of
look
territory.
like a budgeted Hassan.
I look like a budget Hassan
You
Piker.
look like a Walmart Hassan Piker.
Who ate too many fucking
Yeah.
cupcakes.
Look at you, and I'm like, yeah, that's a discount socialist right there.
I mean, look at me. I got the fucking
Rainbow
mustache.
shirt too. Jesus Christ. You're a liberal woman's daydream. You're a bisexual woman's daydream. Anyways.
Anyways, but
shit,
yeah,
that Bacardi is getting to me a
yeah,
little
I
bit.
can see it.
But so I said at the beginning of the video, I was like, I'm judging this off of both comic book status and like movie status. So I already knew Endgame was gonna be like in the top 10 at least, because like as it suffers as a movie, like as a comic book event, like comic book movie event, like absolutely, like it's like the culmination of like 10 years of Marvel movies, right? Black Panther, it's like I totally get it. It's important to have representation in
Okay, we don't gotta say
media.
this fucking shit all the fucking time when we're talking about this. God damn it, I'm
No,
tired of that
it is
shit.
true. It is true because like
I
what
feel
other
like
hold on. Because what other superhero movies have we had? We have
Yeah, silence the black man.
Yeah.
JJ.
yeah. That was a black man talking about Black Panther.
Not
Mr.
helping
Bernardi
yourself.
Tarkin.
Hey, you don't know what you're talking
Okay.
about. Person
finish
who's
this.
We're gonna blame
represented.
it on the
Finish this
drugs,
one point.
Roseanne.
Let me finish this one point. Shut up.
I'm clipping this part at the beginning of the video, dude.
Let me
This is going in
finish.
at the beginning.
Let me finish.
You can't do it. You can't do it.
Hold on.
He knows how bad it sounds. He knows how bad it sounds, bro.
We had representation in fucking Spawn, Blade, and you want that to be your main thing you want to say for like representation is either Spider-Verse or Black Panther, aka a live action black man being in a lead role. I mean, that's important. I understand that, but as a movie within itself, as like it's just another Marvel movie. You know what I mean? Like again, I totally get it, but like at face value, judging as a movie by itself, even as a superhero movie, because like I remember on the tier list, motherfuckers, you could check it on my channel on the Marvel tier list, where like
We were there. At least I was there.
I'm talking to the audience that are calling me racist right now. We were basically like, I totally forgot my point. Shit.
Look here, man. We weren't. We it wasn't an S tier film. We didn't put it in like the
Yeah,
S tier.
we
part.
put it B
We put
tier.
it like we put like B or A tier, one of those two.
Mhm.
Like
Oh,
it's-
now I
it's
remember
not-
my point. We said that like Black Panther's was a better character in Civil War than he was actually in his own movie. He's pretty absent in his own movie if you really think about it. Like he doesn't show much character, he doesn't show much development. He's just kind of there. Whereas like Civil War, he has a whole character arc on like his father dying, him seeking revenge and stuff like that. Whereas like the most character in Black Panther is Killmonger, which is unequivocally top 5 like MCU villains of all time. Like he's great, his motivations are
But
great.
why Rolling Stone put him now nowhere near the list if they did an MCU villain of all time?
Yeah, exactly. But
But
I don't
yeah,
know. Overall, I'm just mad that Ant-Man placed higher than the Batman. That's all I'll say.
okay, and that's an okay. So we got the Black Panther part out the way. Now, like, let's get into like the most of the list. All right, yeah. And that's like number one. Why the fuck are the Batman and Doc Multiverse of Madness in that shit? Or let alone any film that was kind of released between like last year and now. Like Multiverse of Madness hasn't been out for more than fucking 5 months.
Mhm.
And like y'all like saying this is like one of the top 50 superhero movies of all time. All
Exactly.
time.
All
Superhero
time.
like y'all even not letting it fucking breathe for a minute. And on top of that, you got
Mhm.
fucking the regular Strange, which is by the way a copy and fucking paste of Iron Man, like with
Mhm.
magic. So like
Yes, Markeith, you're making me erect saying that. Thank you. That is the
You-
biggest
you
fact,
just heard-
bro.
you heard- if it was dead quiet, you would have heard Peter just.
You would have heard my table, yeah. You would have heard my
Yo,
table go.
it's literally a copy and paste, and you put that at 21, higher than fucking what is it called? Higher than Avengers, like higher than what those Multiverse of Madness, which is obviously Multiverse of Madness was better than the
Yeah,
first one.
right.
Higher than I can't remember the list because it's fucking atrocious.
Mhm.
No, X2 is apparently higher, but
They
X2 is
put
also on the list.
Blade 2 above,
It's
like.
better than Deadpool,
Oh,
apparently.
Dark
It's
Knight
better
Yeah.
than
Rises. You put it higher
Deadpool.
than Dark Knight Rises. You put it higher than
Better
Why
than
is-
Batman Returns. Put
Why
it
is
better than
even on the list? Like that was just so confusing. Like when I think superhero movie, I don't even think like if they were to designate this as like comic book movie, like then I could accept like the Scott Pilgrims and stuff. Not the placement of Scott Pilgrim, but him being placed on the list. But when you say superhero, Scott Pilgrim isn't a superhero. He's just part of a comic book character.
I mean, he's a fucking creep.
Yeah, no, he's Scott Pilgrim's an asshole. Fuck Scott Pilgrim.
And the creep
Yeah.
who dates the 17-year-olds.
Right, yeah, exactly.
Don't
And
be a
like the
girl.
fact that Ghost Rider Man on this list and not Spider-Man No Way From Home is just like, did you just try to be different? Like what was your thought strategy in the play? Like I felt like he just like, all right, what are 50 superhero movies? Okay, let me just randomly place them and then I'll put some thought maybe into the top 10. Like like it's just so baffling that Scott Pilgrim, if you're counting comic book movies, would be like number 46 or 8. I don't remember. Like that's just, it's beyond stupid. And Rolling Stones does like I feel like their top 50 is just a way to get reactions and clicks, which successfully done, well done. But like I don't. This whole list is just a mess. It's wrong. Like there needed to be like a second or third draft. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like, it's just like, come on, bro, like,
Mhm.
yeah, could have done.
No, I mean, as much as I don't agree with anything like placements on the list, I feel
Mhm.
like you've got like 5, 6 different people like working on this, and all of them have different perspectives on why they're in this movie, why they
Yeah.
chose these movies. And
Mhm.
I understand, like, for us, it's like, dude, there's no way, like, fucking, I totally would have put Spider-Verse as number one, or I totally would have put Spider-Man 2 as number one, or
Mhm.
personally, I would have put Logan as number one. Like, genuinely, that would be my pick for best superhero movie.
Mhm.
But like, there's reasons why. There's reasons why for all of it.
Yeah,
And
and
as
Joker's
much as
like
you want to,
not
like,
even there.
yeah, that's,
I
you can debate on whether or not that's a superhero movie.
Well, there's
Which
fucking Scott Pilgrim in it, so and RoboCop, so fuck it, I guess.
no, what I mean is like
V
the
for Vendetta.
character. I'm saying the character is more of a villain. Is what I'm saying.
Right, but like Scott Pilgrim isn't even a superhero. and neither is RoboCop.
I just want to point out that I accidentally click on their link to their 50 greatest movie superheroes of all time,
Mhm.
and uh, um yeah,
Number one is Steel
well
by Shaq.
actually number one is Wolverine actually, like, so that was actually, that's probably, I'm okay with that, honestly,
Yeah, I could see
right?
that Hugh Jackman had played him for such a long time.
And number five is Gal Gadot's Wonder Woman.
That's the
No,
other thing. I did see that too in the top 10, dude. Wonder Woman's in the top 10. So like
that's
you can kind
yeah,
of you can kind of like see where they're going with, and
right.
as much as you don't want to say it, Markeith, and as much as you don't like it, JJ, a
Mhm.
lot of the list, it may have to do with the fact that there's more representation in superhero movies, to
What?
make them in the top
Wait,
10.
hold on. Why would you say I don't like that?
No,
Yeah.
as a reason for why it's the best. As a reason for
Just
Oh,
why
because
it's the
he's
best.
gay doesn't mean he doesn't support women's rights, you ass.
That's what I mean. Like like it's like you don't think that should be the sole reason for why it's in the top 10.
Right,
But
yeah.
maybe that is why somebody placed it in the
Mm,
top 10
look
because
here.
they
yeah.
feel represented in that film. And
Okay.
Right.
while you yeah, go for it.
I was
Yeah, no,
gonna say,
speak over to the black dude, Peter. Go ahead.
I
me
stopped
personally,
myself.
I rather, this might sound like a hot take, but think about it. I rather prefer a good movie than just placing in the representation just for the sake of representation. Like, I rather you write the script, you do a good ass script, do a good ass job on it. Like, you try to make the, like, the best film you want, like, and then you add in the representation. Then you add in, like, the characters that you want from it. But just make sure that the bedrock is good first.
Spider
Don't
Verse. Just one
really.
sentence. Spider Verse. Literally that.
Like, for example, say if you had like some shitty script like Thor, the Dark Elf or whatnot, and you decide to put Miles Morales as Thor on
Right, right. Oh boy. Asgard is my hood. Fucking one of the best
Asgard is
Marvel
my hood.
comics of all time. Have you heard about that,
No.
Peter? Oh my god, it's so that's an actual line from a What If Miles Morales is Thor. It's an actual comic book, and one of the lines is Asgard is my hood by Odin's Fade. And there was another one, but I can't remember it.
Oh, I saw that Odin's Fate
so
thing. That was so
Yeah.
funny.
so
I
like,
saw
yeah,
that.
if y'all, so like, if, like,
So
for
that's what
most
happens when you
part,
put like
bro,
oh sorry, go ahead. I'm sorry,
bro.
I'm sorry.
I'm like,
Yeah, you're straight up.
I'm like two sentences into my speech and you just
It makes he literally calls me out for when I say
You
no,
called me
Marquis.
first. You called
Sorry,
me
I
first.
was talking over you. Let me stop as soon as I can. Because I thought your sentence was done, but you weren't, so I stopped. You, on the other hand, he's literally talking.
I can't
He's
wait till
literally
some
talking,
biker
and he's like,
reaction to
and
this,
he's
calls
like,
me a racist, and I die.
and JJ's literally like, I'm Markeith. Hey, so I do this and that, and that. Oh, by the way, this fucking stupid shit. Like, shut the fuck up, JJ. Go play Kingdom Hearts, piece of shit. So
It's a good
Markeith,
story. It's not even that
so
complicated.
Markeith, as you were saying,
Thank you. So as I was saying, yes. So if Rolling Stones, I don't know what their thought process was. I honestly don't know. But if in their thought process they were like, we're putting Black Panther in mainly so for the representation of what they did, then if that's the case, then I'd rather they just put like Spider Verse at number one than Black Panther. Like at that point, because to me personally, I see that as a good movie, a better movie than Black Panther, and it also has representation. So, like,
well,
my
why don't we read its description by one of its writers? Uh,
that
Don't do that.
no.
Ryan,
Honestly, sometimes it hits, sometimes it's a miss. So
because
like,
this will tell you why, like why they chose it, like a brief summary of what made them like it a lot.
Mhm.
Um, the tale of T'Challa, part-time Avenger, full-time fictional African empire and like region of the fictional African empire known as Wakanda is more than just the crown jewel of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It is an old-school epic that combines widescreen thrills with a gorgeous glorious Afro-futurist aesthetic and genuine moral gravitas. It proved that you could successfully fuse a filmmaker's sensibility into the MCU without compromising the corporate bottom line, and it gives us a Shakespearean tragedy and comic book cosplay, complete with a conflicted hero and a multi-layered villain via Michael B. Jordan's Eric Killmonger. Most of all, it proves that superhero movies can be about something more than just entertainment. They can reflect, and represent the real world around us while still transporting us to some other place entirely. They could be more than just a roller coaster ride. They can, in fact, be something close to cinema. Wakanda forever. So how do you feel about that? How do you feel about that, boys?
Because that Killmonger and Black Panther fight definitely didn't look like a PS2 graphic and wasn't already pre-made before the movie even came out. Yeah, pure cinema, definitely.
What's it called? It's a good article, good take. I still don't see it as, again, superhero movie of all time. What's it called? But yeah, I will admit though, DF does make a few good points here. Still doesn't sway my opinion as to like for it to be number one though.
It doesn't do anything like beside again like the settings, the costume design, and everything like that. That's all great and good, but like what you're there for the movie is the story and the effects and all that. And like the effects are about the same as any other Marvel movie. I mean, just look at the rhino CGI rhinos for God's sakes in that fight scene that I mentioned earlier. And it pretty much just follows a standard Marvel thing. Like what I look for in my top 10 is something unique. Like Logan is such a unique take on the Wolverine character because it's not just all glitz and glamour Wolverine. It's like an actual character story. And Into the Spider-Verse, same thing. It's not just about Miles Morales being a Spider-Man. It's like Miles Morales going through the struggle of living up to legacy and stuff like that. Like there's something more going on for it. Whereas like Black Panther is just when you look at the base plot, it's just kind of your average day Marvel movie. It's kind of like your average day Shang-Chi or something like that. You know what I mean? Like it just follows the basic Marvel formula. And yes, the representation is great and the costume designs and the settings are great, but at the end of the day, it is just a Marvel movie. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't do anything unique like what The Dark Knight did to cinema. Like for super movies going forward, you know. It doesn't change like I wouldn't quote this as something like changing the game for superhero movies or cinema as a whole going forward. Like it's a cultural landmark. It's great for going forward, but like, and that's how even Shang-Chi got lifted off. It's just Shang-Chi. Sorry, Shang-Chi got lifted off just based on that alone. Like there are people that need to be representative, but again, it's just looking at the movie by itself. It's kind of generic. That's yeah. I mean, I'll end it off there before I say anything stupid.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I mean that's why I'm saying it comes down to the subjectivity of it all.
Mm-hmm.
I hate playing like the guy in the middle, but I don't like it.
Yeah, it's just
like, it's I don't like the list, but it's like, bro, we made a better list. Check it out on Sinister Sheep. Like, go fuck yourselves, bro.
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
list, bro. That's all I'm saying.
I mean,
this one definitely caters to Marvel a lot. Like
I'm
the
just
top
a
3
ton.
movies are
Thor?
Marvel movies.
Mm-hmm.
Thor's on the
Thor
list?
is on this list, bro. That's
Infinity
so funny.
is better than Endgame, just hands down. But all right,
Like, yeah,
I
Guardians
think
didn't
that
even
one
make
is
it to the
also
top
like
10.
that
Guardians was
also,
like at 15.
Guardians was 18. I
like
think.
yeah, like
18, yeah,
Watchmen
something
wasn't
like
on
that.
this. No Way Home wasn't on this. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah, if you're
mean,
gonna talk about like
Kick-Ass
movies
wasn't
that
on this.
came out in the last like 2 days, the last like few months, I'm surprised you're not gonna put No Way Home. You put Homecoming, which to be fair,
Right.
Homecoming is pretty good.
but
Yeah, it's okay.
like,
It's a list. It's a list that
It is a list. You are correct. That's
I
factual.
mean,
It is a list.
look, this list is like it's like do we even need it, bro? Like to be fair,
Right.
who this comes back to what I even said in the last podcast with the Obi-Wan stuff. Like, do we give a shit anymore?
Right.
Like,
Yeah,
how many
exactly.
people honestly care anymore about this stuff? This stuff is so, at least in terms of like the hardcore, like film critic, film
Hmm.
enthusiast crowd. Like, how much do we really care about this niche of superhero stuff now? Because like me, Logan's number one because it's not even a fucking superhero movie. It's a fucking like character study of an old man who hates life. Like that's I mean that's also because why I fucking love like Last of Us and all that shit. But like
Right.
it's just we're not looking for the same thing anymore. We're not
Hmm.
looking for this like Black Panther Spider-Man 2 vibe anymore. We're looking for like the Logans, the Batmans.
Yeah. Hell,
Um
uh, Joker 2 apparently is going to be a musical, so that's going to be
that is
different.
so stupid. I'm not gonna fucking talk about that. That
No,
is actually dumb.
I think that's actually kind of genius because it like I feel like with the Logans and the Jokers, right? Like you're never gonna get like a successful independent movie anymore by itself, right? Northman bombed just because of Doctor Strange alone. So if you want to do independent and unique movies, just slap a superhero on there and you're all set. Like Joker essentially is just Taxi Driver, but with
Martian
Joker in it, right?
Manhunter.
Right, exactly. So like if you're gonna do something crazy like that, like let's have a mentally ill person be like have a musical. Producers are gonna be like, no, this isn't based on anything. This is a unique idea. It's gonna bomb at the office. And then you just say, but the main character is Joker. Then they're like, oh, wait, superhero movie equals success at box office equals we make money. So like that's how you have to tackle it, unfortunately.
My
Like,
girlfriend said this best about Top Gun because she was like, the
mhm,
Batman is worse than Top Gun, Maverick. She was like, she was
no.
so bored from she was so bored from the Batman, so
You don't
bored.
like Robert
You can,
Pattinson?
you can
I
roll your eyes back all the way until you
listen,
see your brain. But
listen,
that
listen,
is
listen,
how
listen,
some people might see the movie. And
listen.
she said Top Gun Maverick is an old man's version of a superhero movie.
I
It is hot young men
I hate to break it to
shooting
you.
shit in a plane and living the American dream, baby.
God, this is
You
gonna break your
can't beat
heart.
that. You can't beat
This
that. What's
this is gonna
what?
this is gonna
I want
break
to
your
watch a
heart.
movie about how
No, no, no,
government
no.
is corrupt. Nah, fuck that. I want to see a movie about how America is the greatest country on the planet,
This is
motherfucker. It makes $1
Miles
billion
Teller, Kate
dollars.
Kat,
yeah,
It
this
makes
is
a
Bass.
I'm
billion
sorry.
dollars.
I'm sorry to tell you this, Peter, but your girlfriend was lying to you. Cause I specifically remember my girlfriend Stephanie saying, I want to go see Top Gun Maverick. Now, no. This is the same girlfriend, my girlfriend, that loves Disney Channel movies and all that, and like doesn't really like action all that much. Just pretty much like the soapy drama stuff, right? And I'm like, that's a little odd that you won't want to see Top Gun. She said why, and she says, well, I
Miles Teller.
saw the Miles Teller scene. That's all you need to. That's why she wanted to see the movie, Peter. She wanted to see a bunch of shirtless men play football. That's why
Yeah.
like
And
that's
how many
why
times has that
Stephanie
and did
saw
Robert
it.
Pattinson fucking look hot in his fucking movie? Not really. What
Tell me that
redefined
emo
abs?
Batman isn't hot. Tell me right now with a straight face.
What?
To be fair, he wasn't kind of as yoked that I want him to be.
No, yeah,
So,
yeah, straight up. He was just like
Nah,
uh,
my
he was like,
girlfriend. I saw
I'm
her. I
I have
saw her
muscle.
bite the lip, and I was like, "Excuse me."
JJ, shut your mouth. That was you biting your lip.
That
And
was
her
me.
saying,
You're
"Excuse me."
you're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right.
Don't lie. Don't lie, JJ.
Especially during Lighthouse when he was jerking off to the mermaid. Goddamn.
Yeah. So,
you refuse
I
jerking off
mean,
to you?
how about we
Sorry.
say this? What would our number one be? Like, if you could think about it right now, what would your number one be?
My top three are Logan at number 3, Spider Verse at number 2, and then Dark Knight at number 1.
Like
Easily.
if I'm thinking, I usually do this in 2 categories. So like my personal one, like my core one would be like Spider Verse, If I
Mhm.
wanted to like think of like, you know, in terms of like popularity wise and in terms of game changers, I would say Dark Knight.
I already said Logan.
Yeah.
I think that's a good one. But
That's a really
yeah,
good one.
it's generally it's like generally
I
one
have
of the best.
the Blu-ray where it's all in black and white, and it almost makes the film entirely better.
I know. I
It's
saw
so
that in
good.
theaters.
Feel
It was
like you could
amazing.
just
Yeah.
take out the yellow cord in your old TV and then that
Mhm.
could just do the trick too.
Or you could just do Zack Snyder's Justice League, where the whole thing is black and white for no reason at
Oh,
all.
4x3, forgot that too, part
Or
too.
for oh yeah, of course, and of course 4x3.
Because
I
you
was
know,
surprised that was at so low at the bottom. I thought they would be like a little bit higher, but no.
No, I
I
mean,
was just
whatever.
surprised it was on the
Crappy
list.
list.
Like
Crappy
It is
list.
it's a bad list.
Thor was
Uh,
on it.
yeah.
Doctor Strange
You
at number
Yeah,
you
21.
put
Thor was on it.
you put Ant-Man above the Batman. Like, don't stop.
Yeah.
Just stop.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, is there anything else you guys want to chat about? Anything else you guys want to say about this topic? Anything you want to say about Chainsaw Man?
Are you baiting me
No.
for
All
something?
right, gamers. No, I got to skedaddle. So
Good.
So, yeah, thank you guys for watching this episode of Anime on the Rocks. Please go ahead and like and subscribe to the Black Hudson channel if you haven't already. Please tell a friend. Please tell multiple friends. Tell people. I remember JJ fucking calling me out last week about the fucking Obi-Wan thing. I said people, but he said, oh, you didn't say fucking people. Stupid piece of shit. So yeah, please support us wherever you can. You can find me at Offline Studios or We Sell Dirt. JJ, where can they find you?
You can find me at Sinister Sheep, which is my main channel, and my new channel that I've created called Jack Reads Books, where I talk about manga, books, and comic books. Basically, anything you could read, I cover. There should be a video up now of a tier list of the books I've read so far this year. So make sure to check that out. And yeah.
Markeith, anything you'd like to plug to the audience?
Yeah. You can find me at the park around 12 p.m.
Okay.
All
right.
right.
Once again, thank you guys for watching, and we will catch you in the next podcast. Peace.
Bye.